Allison and Barb with the River Cruise Report with Straightaway Travel, and we help you navigate the world of river cruising one journey at a time. And obviously, we're not together today. And Barb, you're not in your office. What are you doing?
Well, today I am packing for my Tauck River Cruise. And Allison and I thought, what a great time to talk about two of the most upscale river cruise companies on the rivers in Europe and beyond, right? So,
Exactly.
Allison, you're going to be on Riverside in a couple weeks, and I'm going to be on Tauck. Well, that tomorrow's a travel day, and then I'm on Tuesday. So you all know we talked about the next time we are going to be on here that we were going to talk about the different cruise lines because you have a lot of options, and we help you with which one is perfect for you. There is a river cruise that is perfect for everyone, right, Allison?
Absolutely. They are all different, whether you want to focus on the dining or active excursions, or
And yeah, and some include everything, and some include, not even your excursions, right? That you can pay extra for.
exactly, exactly. So there really is a river cruise line for everyone, no matter what your preferences are.
Right. And at different price points, obviously, right?
I
So the reason that we're talking about the two of ours right now together is because we are going on two of the upper echelon um, river cruises. So again, I'm going on Tauck, and Tauck it started actually 100 years ago. It started in 1925. So it is going to be a special sailing. I will give you a hint that because it was started in the 20s, there is a theme to one of the nights. So you'll see that in my full YouTube on my Tauck adventure. But I think you probably know what the theme of that special evening is going to be. But
I see
Tauck,
some glimpses of gold behind you, so
yes,
that's a
and
little
there's
hint.
some varied. So, okay, so starting with the gold. So let me talk about Tauck for a few minutes, Allison, and then I'm going to let you talk about Riverside, and then we'll wrap it up. But these are the two of the most upper echelon. There's a couple more that we're going to do a different episode on, but I'm just going to show you kind of some things that I'm packing and tell you about what's special about Tauck. So, first of all, I am not packing a ton of cash. The reason is, well, first of all, I'm gonna need euros. But if I was gonna pack a lot of euros, I don't need to because Tauck is an all-inclusive company. Everything is included. My gratuities for the staff, my gratuities for the driver, my gratuities for all the guides out at in the cities, my transfer from the airport. Everything is included. All of my drinks are included. So nothing else, nothing is going to be extra on that. And some people love that, right? They want the price is a price. I don't want to spend anything else. And I'm not going to spend anything else. So that's a huge part about Tauck is that it's all inclusive. Another part is that Tauck really pulls out some amazing extra special experiences that no other cruise line does. That is a thing. So I do know that one evening we are going to have dinner at the Habsburg Palace,
Oh,
right?
wow.
So that's huge. And because of that, I have my formal dress that I'm going to fold right on the top of my luggage. It is full length to the floor, Allison. And then I do have my fancy shoes that are not too uncomfortable that I'm going to wear to the palace as well. And then, of course, I have my glittery purse as well that matches. At the same time, I have my super comfy pajamas because I am going to be able to leave my room, go get a cappuccino, and be super content with being casual. And I am packing my gym clothes because it has a amazing gym on the ship. And then I'm actually packing my yoga gear too because I'm going to be doing yoga every morning while I'm on the ship. So I have my casual warm clothes that I can wear up to yoga. I've got my sneakers for the gym. I've got my shoes for the gym. I've got my comfy pajamas because I'm going to be walking around the ship in my pajamas. Maybe even playing some games in the club lounge a board game or two and laugh with my new friends. But then I do have my formal attire. So that's why I thought it would be really cool to just show as I'm packing, what makes Tauck different. And although it is like your style of cruising, you can wear what you want, and not everybody's going to be as fancy as I am at the palace. You'll see in pictures. I mean, some people will be in nice slacks and a blazer. Some will be in a sweater and a nice pair of jeans. I'm going all out because I'm going into the palace, and that doesn't happen very often, right? But I definitely have my casual wear as well. My transfer is all set up for me at the airport, and I don't need extra money except for when I'm in the cities to buy some things to bring back, to my family. So, any questions that you have, Allison, about Tauk that I might be able to answer about my journey this week?
Well, I mean, I think when in Vienna, you might as well go all out, right? If you're in the Habsburg Palace, you might as well just pull out all the stops and be fancy.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I was going to say one more thing, and that if I didn't cover anything, I'm on the MS Sabre, and the staff to the staff and traveler ratio is the one of the best in the business. I mean, the service is impeccable, and they typically don't fill their ships, and even though their ships are the smaller one, they hold the least amount of people, pretty much, at like 130, and a lot of times they don't want to fill them because they want to have that impeccable, one-to-one service almost. So you get what you pay for. I'm only paying one price, and every single thing is included, including my fun extras.
and even the bathroom, right? If you're out in the city and you need to use the restroom, they will even give you your euro to go use the restroom. So you don't even have to carry your change around.
Right. I mean, that's just a quick.
It's
That's
awesome.
just like the level of service, right? No, no, no. They're gonna say, no, 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 Barb, let me, and they will get me into the loo.
So you're going next week or this week actually, and I'm going the middle of December and we're essentially going to the same locations. What's the temperature supposed to be in November on the Danube?
Good question. It is going to be low, like 35 and high 55. So 30s, 40s, 50s. I'm not going to be freezing, like in December through, March in Europe. But I do have like my pajamas that I'll be walking around in. They're long sleeve, light pajamas. I have a jacket um, for over my coat and a shawl. So yeah,
Layers, lots of layers.
yeah, for sure.
Well, and it's really interesting because usually you don't really have to dress up on a river cruise ship. Unlike some of the ocean cruise ships that have maybe a formal night, typically you don't have to do that. Most people do change and put on something a little bit nicer than maybe what they wore out for their excursions, but most nights it's really pretty casual.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, at the palace, there's going to be, all kinds. So I can't wait. I'm going to do a full YouTube of my entire experience on Tauk, and report back.
I can't wait. Can't
All
wait.
right, so tell me about Riverside.
Okay, so the middle of December, just my husband and I are going to go on Riverside for a whirlwind 3 night Christmas market river cruise. And we're just hitting the big capitals. We're going to start off in Vienna. We're going to stay the night before at a beautiful hotel and hit some of the Christmas markets before we even board the stunning Riverside Mozart, which is the OG of the double wide river cruise ships. I believe there's only one other, and that, of course, is the Alma Magna. So we'll be boarding the Mozart and doing a night in Vienna, a night in Bratislava, and a night in Budapest, and hitting all of the Christmas markets while we're there. So we're very excited. And for those who don't know Riverside, they are up there with Tauck as far as service and quality goes. They're known for their culinary program. The food's outrageously good. It is delicious. And their service is equally fabulous. And every suite on the ship, whether you have a Swan View room or if you are in the Mozart suite, everyone has a butler. You have butler service, you have self-service laundry, which I love because you could do some laundry before you head home if you want to.
I do like that
And
little laundry room too.
I do too. I loved that. And for those of you who don't know, Barb and I stayed on the Mozart during the Asta River Cruise Expo last year. And so we kind of got to know this ship pretty well during our 4 nights on board. And there are some differences with Riverside. Most river cruise lines have a set level of service as far as inclusions. And with Riverside, it's a little bit different. They have tiered packages for your inclusions. And so I would highly recommend if you want to travel with Riverside that you reach out to Straightaway Travel, and one of our river cruise experts will help you navigate that because it is a little confusing. But
It
there is
is, meaning what is full board, what is included, and there's different packages, right? Yeah,
exactly. And we're doing the premium all-inclusive
way to
package
go.
with excursions, which is kind of the top of the top. I mean, you don't have to worry about paying for anything extra at all. And it does include your gratuities. Obviously you'll want to tip your butler a little bit extra. And I believe you also need to tip your tour guides. If
Yes.
I
Yep,
remember we
that's
needed to
correct.
tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So two at the top, we've got Tauck and we have Riverside. There are so many options. I'll be on Ama Waterways next month, so we'll do a YouTube conversation on Ama, Avalon, and Viking is going to be our next one, and then there are so many more. So stick with us. We are your river cruise experts from the River Cruise Report, and then just make sure that you do subscribe because you'll have my full experience on Tauck, and then you're going to have Allison's full experience on Riverside, and then I will be on Ama Waterways next month. Then a couple months later, we will be on Uniworld. So lots of choices. Our goal is to be on them all, which we're doing pretty well on, and yeah, like Allison said, reach out. We're here for you. We do not cost you anything. We will find you the best promotion. And because we are such a reputable travel company, we even have extra perks a lot of the time with some of these cruise lines that you're not going to find online too. So you have your expert help. We help you with flights. We help you with your pre-hotel, what to pack, um, and even what to expect. So Tauck, Riverside, two of the best. Hit subscribe so you can watch our next couple videos while we're on board. Anything else, Allison?
I think that wraps it up. I can't wait to follow along next week and see your adventures on the Danube, on the beautiful,
I know. I mean, I'm a little bit
beautiful Tauk
before,
ship.
I'm not going to be there for Christmas markets because it's just the beginning of November. But I do have my special Christmas pajamas that, because I can wear whatever I want, right? And they're cute.
Yes.
So
Yes,
I've
they're
got my Christmas
darling.
pajamas and my glitz and glam. So,
I can't wait.
all right. See you next time.
See you.